Good morning, students. This lecture is in continuation to the earlier lecture, as we had few lectures on As You Like It by William Shakespeare. So today, this lecture, the reference is from greatsaver.com, and you have been given a brief summary to the Act 2, Scene 1. As the king is exiled, the duke, the senior duke, he's in the forest of Arden with his men. He compares the woods to paradise and tells them he's perfectly happy where he is. He asks them if they would like to go and shoot some deer. One of the lord remarks that Jake's a stock figure who is constantly melancholy had moralized on the virtue of killing the deer. He tells them that Jakes washed a wounded deer and remarked that they are usurping the forest from the animals. The Duke asked to be brought to where Jakes is located so he may speak with him. Now, see, students, Act 2, Scene 1. You can also relate it with the environmental issues which we are confronting in our 21st century. Okay, and due to that, so many problems have come up. So now to coming to Act 2, Scene 2. So Duke Frederick, now he has just learned that his daughter Celia, she has also escaped with along with Rosalind to the forest of Arden. So he's very furious. So as they have run away, and one of his men tells him that they were very happy when Orlando, had won against the wrestler. So. So he gives orders. Oliver gives the orders to seize Orlando, and he must be arrested, etc., etc. Now come to Act 2, Scene 3. Orlando arrives back at Oliver's house and finds Adam there. Adam warns him that Oliver is plotting to kill him by burning down Orlando's lodgings with Orlando inside during the night. Orlando asks the servant how he is expected to survive if he is thrown out of his house. Adam tells him that he has saved up 500 crowns during his lifetime that he will give to Orlando, provided Orlando takes him along. Orlando agrees to take Adam along with him. So, see the coincidence that even, Adam, he also leaves for our forest of Arden, and Rosalind also goes to the forest of Arden along with her sister, and already Duke Senior is there. Now, Act 2, Scene 4. Rosalind and Celia using the names Ganymede and Elenia because there are so many dangers on their path. There is the danger of robber, and they are young girls, so they are disguised as men, Ganymede and Elenia. Now, so they arrived at the forest of Arden accompanied by Touchstone, the fool. Rosalind is dressed as a man and Celia is dressed as a shepherdess. They are all tired and complain that they cannot walk further. Now Act 2, Scene 4. So they are also going towards forest of Arden, and even now Orlando, so that he escapes. So he also moves there. So Act 2, Scene 4. Rosalind and Celia, using the names Ganymede and Elenia respectively, arrived at the forest of Arden, accompanied by Touchstone. Rosalind is dressed as a man and Celia as a shepherdess. They are all very tired and complain they cannot walk any further. Two shepherds, that is Corin and Silvius, arrive and discuss the fact that Silvius is in love with Phoebe. Rosalind, Celia, and Touchstone remain unseen in the background. Corin, an old man, is trying to give Silvius advice, but the younger man is claiming that Corin is too old to understand the way he feels. Silvius leaves, and Rosalind remarks that she can identify with the way Silvius feels. Touchstone then tells them of some foolish things he did. Rose Now come to Act 2, Scene 5. Emmons is sitting with Jakes and the other lords in the woods and entertaining them with a song. He finishes his song and Jakes asks to hear more. Emmons tells him it will take him melancholy, but Jakes persists until he agrees. All of the men join in singing another song. Jakes then performs a verse that he wrote himself. After he finishes his singing, Emmons leaves to find the Duke. Now there are 7 scenes, so Act 2, Scene 6. Adam has gotten tired and tells Orlando that he cannot walk any further into the forest. Orlando promises to find him some food. In the meantime, Orlando carries Adam off stage to find him some shelter, because Adam is an old servant, so he's accompanying Orlando because he's very faithful. Now, Act 2, Scene 7. Duke Senior is accompanied by other lords, has been looking for Jakes. He's about to send them away to find Jakes when Jakes appears. The Duke comments that Jakes looks positively merry. Jakes tell him, a fool, I met a fool in the forest." Unquote. Jakes describes meeting a man who lay on the ground and pulled out his watch. The fool commented that it was 10 o'clock, that an hour before it had been 9, and in 1 hour it would be 11. Jakes found the man to be so funny that he spent an hour laughing. He finally tells the Duke to quote, "Oh, that I were a fool." The Duke tells Jakes that he would only insult people if he had the license of a fool. Jakes claims that he would be witty and that men would only be insulted if they had done something for which they deserve to be insulted. He is interrupted by Orlando, who enters with a drawn sword. Orlando rushes in and cries out to quote, "Forbear and eat no more." He orders the men to give him food. The Duke politely bids Orlando to sit down and join them. He is taken aback by the Duke's reply and comments, to quote, "Pardon me, I pray you, I thought that all things had been savage here," unquote. Orlando then asks them to wait for him to get Adam so the old man may eat first. The Duke tells him they will not touch any of the food until he returns. Duke Senior remarks that the whole universe presents more woeful pageant than the scene wherein we play, and Jake replies with his famous speech. So, students, now what you find here by the Act 2, Scene 7, that everybody, the most important, the characters in the play, they all have reached here, the forest of Arden. So, tomorrow we shall be continuing with Act 3. So, thank you for your patience, student. Thank you so much.